Hello everyone, Loremaster of Sotek here, and I'm going to try what I believe they call live battle casts among my YouTube brethren. So this is literally me talking live as I'm going to be playing a battle. I'm taking the Lizardmen against the Warriors of Chaos, and I will briefly go over my army as we're getting set up. So hope you're all having a nice day. Obviously we released, I'd say too much. We released the Vampire Count Part 1 video this morning, which was the changes to future content, the suggested free LC for Vampire Counts, and the suggested DLC for Vampire Counts will be following the following mornings at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Also, after probably the moment I release this video, or maybe a few minutes, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but I'm also going to stream on YouTube today some more Dawn of War, as we are rapidly approaching the end of that series, thank goodness. Well, we're approaching the end of Dark Crusade. Then we're off into Soulstorm, where right now the plan is to do one campaign, but it might be expanded to 3 to cover the 2 new races they put in that one, which of course were the Dark Eldar and the Sisters of Battle. But in any event, coming back to Warhammer, there's also I played in a tournament that featured today where I went up against the Gabo King. So if you want to check that out, you can go to Total War Official's Twitch channel and catch the game there, or the games there. We fought a best of 3 series, and I won't spoil it for you, but it was pretty good. And there's also another video on my channel where I fought Gabo when we were doing some practice matches before the tourney. So if you want to check those out, you can just go on the channel and look up. I think I called it Sotek Slaps the Everchosen or something like that, because, you know, Gabo is the Everchosen from First Everchosen Invitational. So feel free to go check that out if that's your fancy. So I'm trying something a little weird with this army. Chaos is typically considered a pretty difficult matchup for the Lizardmen. You know, Lizardmen just, they're not bad, but with all the nerfs to the Carnosaurs, especially Kroq-Gar, Chaos didn't really get hit by any similar nerfs to their Dragon Ogre Shaggots. And if anything, the actual Dragon Ogre units got much, much better. So it kind of put them in this really weird position where their opponents got buffed, but they didn't. Which is unfortunate, but I still don't think it's an impossible matchup for the Lizardmen. I just think it's difficult. In any event, so I'm trying a little bit of an experiment here. I very well could lose this match, but that's kind of the excitement of live battles. You never know what's going to happen. Hopefully it's at least a good game, though. So as you can see, I've got Skin Priest of Heavens. He has the Cube of Darkness, which is primarily why I bring him, and then I brought Harmonic Convergence and Curse of Midnight Wind for just some straight on buff magic. Then I've got Temple Guard with 2 chevrons on them to improve their leadership and fighting stats. And then 2 units of Saurus Warriors, 1 with spears, and I didn't bother bringing shields on them just because I needed the reduction in cost. Then I have 2 skink skirmishers with blowpipes, 1 unit of skink cohorts with poison javelins, and then I brought 2 units of horned ones. I'm actually kind of coming around to like horned ones. They are a very dangerous unit that hit really hard. The thing that's spooky about them is they're just hard to protect, because once they rampage they can be in trouble. But hopefully we can make good use of them. And they also have a Scarvet with his full equipment protecting them. So let's get this party started. Okay, so right away we've got Marauder Horsemen. We're going to have these guys kind of relentlessly pursue, and we're going to run forward to engage. I'm going to bring Kroq-Gar around this way. We'll bring these skinks this way. We're going to turn that back on, and we're going to start putting shots into Shaggot. I'm going to wait till he gets a little closer here. Okay, I don't see any halberds, so we're just going to go ham here and go have a party. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't snipe this Death Wizard. Ooh, yeah, that did a buttload of damage. Alright, so they're getting involved. That big old desperate gamble. We are gonna go ahead and have the skink start pinging Kolek, and he's just going ham into Kolek already, or with Kolek. I'm gonna go ahead and pop everything, and I'm gonna turn right around and pop my own buffs. I'm gonna use the Skink Priest to overcast Curse of the Midnight Wind. And then I'm also going to overcast Harmonic Convergence on Kroq-Gar. We're gonna drop Curse of the Cube of Darkness on that super annoying Death Wizard, so that hopefully he won't be able to keep casting. And then we're just gonna kind of keep wailing on him. I'm gonna go ahead and pull back my characters because my magic's wearing off, and once the magic wears off, I'm gonna be at a bit of a disadvantage. So we're gonna go ahead and fall back a bit. I'm gonna see if I can't get a good charge here on Kroq, or oh wow, so he's got the damage resistance on him, so yeah, there's really no point in me fighting him right now. So I'm gonna go run through my Temple Guard so that I've got their defenses helping me out some. Things are looking a little concerning in a lot of places. You can bring this guy back to the fight. I'm gonna go ahead and pop through here and have Kroq-Gar start healing up. And then in a couple seconds, I will have this back so I can finish off the Death Wizard. See if he's paying attention. Hopefully not. Okay, so Death Wizard's gone. So at this point, I kind of have to commit to fighting Kolek. We've got the damage resistance buff, and I'm just going to pop all these buffs. We're going to throw down Harmonic Convergence on Kroq-Gar and hope that because he's sandwiched between these two forces, we can sort of tear him apart. We're going to have these skinks go finish off this guy over here. Things are not looking great for us, though. Despite all my magic, I just took too much damage. Okay, we want to pursue Kroq-Gar off, or Kolek Suneater off the field. If we could get rid of him, that would help a lot. Man, I'm gonna get stuck. I don't know if I have enough firepower to kill this other Shaggoth, unfortunately. Yeah, my infantry just got absolutely bodied. Back. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a bit. The Horned Ones did not that great against the infantry of the Chaos Horde. I'm actually pretty surprised. I thought they would actually do really well in those infantry engagements, but it seems like they just sort of petered out on me. Okay, so hopefully he's going to focus on chasing out the Scarvet, because if he does that, then I can at least try terror routing these halberds who are fighting my Temple Guard. You know, just kind of run in, cause some terror, run back out, run in, cause terror, run back out. Sorry about that. Computer was like, I want to do something. But it looks like army losses are about to kick in here in a second, and unfortunately, that's just... It tends to happen a lot when you play Lizardmen. It's just the double Dragon Ogre Shaggoth is just so strong. And these infantry lines, like, I got a really nice charge with the Horned Ones into what should have been an optimal battle of the Mirror Guard and the Chaos Warriors with great weapons, and they just bounced off. So we learned, I would say we learned a valuable lesson here in that the Horned Ones don't seem to be a good solution to Chaos. Maybe if you can surround Kolek or the Shaggoth with them, or maybe if they take Sartorial, you can get some work done. But at the end of the day, Chaos is pretty much always going to take Kolek Suneater with a Shaggoth against the Lizardmen, because it's just dumb not to. They're just really good. Because unfortunately, it really does feel like they nerfed the Lizardman side of things, because a lot of people were complaining that, you know, the Carnosaurs were too strong and they were too difficult to pin down. But then they just didn't do anything with Chaos. So Chaos gets to keep its ludicrously powerful Combat Lord. You know, he's only 200 more expensive than Kroq-Gar, but his stat line is way better. He has more health, he has more armor, he's faster, and he has way higher melee attack and melee defense. Like 8 and 12, that is really significant. And the only thing Kroq-Gar can really do in that matchup is with the Hand of the Gods, which makes him more expensive than Kolek. Which Hand of the Gods can pretty much insta-kill a wizard if you get off both shots. And we even managed to get rid of Kolek, but, I mean, we dragged him into some disadvantageous battles, and it just didn't make a difference. I almost wonder if the best thing you can do is bring, like, a life wizard, or a light wizard, and use a mix of Net of Amnatok, Boss Protection, and Bjorna's Time Warp to give them the emphasis they need. But to do that, you'd have to run double... I honestly think you would have to run double Scarvet. But in any event, that'll be an experiment for another time. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. It wasn't a bad game. So, I mean, we did manage to take out Kolek, just the problem was the Horned ones vastly underperformed for their costs. Like, I was really hoping they'd do a lot better than that against the... I mean, because those weren't even chosen with great weapons. Those were just warriors with great weapons. And still just... I mean, even with 2 chevrons, that puts them at 38-35 versus 41-28. See, it's just that low melee defense. That low melee defense just screws the Lizardmen in a lot of matchups. And unfortunately, they, you know, if I probably fired off a Curse of the Midnight Wind over there, it probably would have turned the tide. And maybe that's what I should have done, but I was really hoping to take care of Kolek and that Shaggoth, but their stat line, I mean, that 52-50 melee defense, I mean, that is just insanely high melee defense for a monster. It's no wonder these guys are pretty much impossible to kill using other big things. So that is very unfortunate, but, you know, lesson learned, and we'll try a different build next time. In any event, thank you guys for watching. I will see you probably before or after this video, depending on how things go, for some Dawn of War. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.